lonely boy, having only one friend as a cousin. That day, on the way to school, across the beach, he suddenly saw a dolphin, caught in the tail waving and drifting to the shore. Although he was injured, he still used a little weak strength wagging his tail, as if trying to ask for help. Seeing such a poor dolphin, Wing then gently stretched out his hand, soaring back to eat it, then quickly waved in front of the wave, out to rescue dolphins. Seeing that, Uncle Yen made a sound, clearly and implicitly, thanked Wing. He seemed to understand everything was funny. The sniff replied. Very soon the rescuers arrived. They quickly brought the dolphins to Sea Hospital for treatment. Soon after, Wing also came to class. School as usual. The class had just ended. Run to the hospital. Because they are too worried about the safety of the fish, Wing Lianlan came in from the back door. This place is like a huge aquarium. Oh, Bunda. Unexpectedly, Wing was greedy. Aye, girl. The rescuer, Lisa, discovered. He saw you come because you were worried about the dolphins. The little girl then secretly took Wing to take a look. It still hasn't been able to swim and hasn't opened its eyes. At this moment, Lisa accidentally caused a noise, causing the two people to be discovered. Who would have thought that Wing had just cut off the fish's voice? The pig suddenly reacted. They didn't even have time to settle down on the woman. Blamed Lisa's father for coming. Made the little girl just drag him out. Returned to the wing and immediately learned everything. Information about dolphins, to the point of falling asleep on the table. From time to time, every day, the end of the wing school is instantly speed cycling to the hospital, secretly observing the situation of the dolphins, but it seems to be getting worse and worse. The tail that the dolphin has, severely infected with clusters, and it seems to have given up. At this moment, Wing was unexpectedly a pelican that deceives, which made him unfortunate to be. Lisa's father discovered. But this time, the dolphin struggled. Doubt raises the spirit. Made it sound like it was calling Wing back. Seeing that, Lisa's father just he stayed to help. Who would have thought that the dolphin would be the owner? Swim to Wing. His appearance is like carrion, to the hope of living for it. So Lisa's father and me let him. The day of coming here helps the dolphin recover. Naturally, Wing is very fond of sleeping and baking. Today, I suddenly woke up, preparing to go to school soon. Made his mother astonished and incomprehensible. Where the sun rises now, without knowing that the sun did not go to school at all, said Wing immediately cycled to the sea hospital. But when he arrived, he found that Lisa was sitting in a corner, crying. It turns out that the tail of the dolphin are too severely infected with the cluster to give up their lives for him. They just have to remove the necrotic tail. But the dolphin swims thanks to its tail. If you can't swim, what should you do? It is viable. Perhaps dolphins understand it too. Sadly, refuse to eat anything. Seeing this, Wing was gentle to the side of the funeral. Then fun is the template for it. Get the encouragement of the last Wing. And the dolphin also refused to eat. But after a week, he hid. Learning was discovered by his mother. She asked her son to go to class. This caused Wing to be deeply hurt, because since my father left, and this is the first time, his head found the meaning of life. Witnessing in everything of Wing, said, it's been a long time since I saw Wing interested in something like that. This made his mother fall into contemplation. The next day, she decided with her son, visit these marine creatures. Wing excitedly introduces everything, even remembering each feature of the animals here. Seeing my son so happy for the first time, this moment, the last mother, also understood everything. Soon after, Wing also led mother went to visit the dolphins. Seeing that everyone here is very contributing and friendly. Finally, my mother was relieved. The idea of letting his son stay, when she returned, she gave him a set of clothes. This made Wing extremely excited. But that day, the dolphin suddenly went crazy again. Trying to struggle underwater with his tail, making everyone extremely worried. But the next day they were overwhelmed. It turned out to be a dolphin swimming. This makes people breathe the sigh of relief. Finally, he passed the barrier to take him away. The tail had found a way to swim back. The next day, Wing immediately brought Dolphin a pile of toys, making it more and more deceptive. How high can that you? Dear Wing also learns at a lot of things, but he also saw the impact of lip pollution for marine organisms. But at this time, another problem occurred. The dolphin's tail is just used to beat up and down. But because he lost his tail, he could only wave to the sides to swim. Hence, the muscles at its tail have begun to swell. In this situation, I will let the column be pressed and then take his life. So the only way for dolphins to survive is to help it swim back in the direction up then down as before. But the bad thing is still, it doesn't stop here. That just returned to Wing, he received news. Something happened to my cousin because he used to be a swimming genius. My cousin decided to enlist in the army, taking funds to realize the dream. But who would have thought that an incident caused his legs lost sensation. Broken dreams make him. They were extremely depressed. Maybe he needs time to get through. At this moment, Wing saw that others go by. The prosthetic leg suddenly came up with an idea. He immediately fell in love with the doctor, making prosthetic legs. Asked him to make the dolphin a tail. Obtaining Wing's consent immediately led. Doctor went to the marine hospital. But its tail is as soft as silk. How to attach a fake tail when it slips like that? Therefore, the installation of a false tail for fish, pigs are too mythical. Ordinary people definitely wouldn't do it. But, fortunately, the doctor did not. Must be such a person. He wanted to challenge himself, so I decided to give it a try. In the days that followed, the PhD began. Study of how dolphins swim, and how it. Very quickly, a sketch was born, but underwent many tests, along with heat help, everyone's love. Finally, the first dummy tail model for dolphins was born. To solve the problem of dolphins being too slippery, he built it, a protective blanket. Immediately afterwards, the last false tail are also installed. The dolphins don't seem to be like this fake tail. Immediately, the area went crazy, waving to get rid of it, then obediently gave components back. But at this moment, a big storm is coming. Everyone is trying to pack up their belongings, then return home to avoid the storm. Very quickly, the wind cup exceeded the threshold. Max blow it all away. By the time the storm passed, everywhere has become a rubble. The hospital is already difficult now, became more and more difficult. In the end, the host sold it for a wealthy businessman. They will find a new house for the animals here. Not here. This means that the dolphin, unhappy, is also about to be thrown away. Knowing the news, everyone is extremely sad, but there is nothing they can do. At this moment, the mother and daughter drove for 8 hours just to visit the dolphin lost, are happy to be mentioned online. Who would have thought that the girl had also lost a leg? When he saw the dolphin die, have fun but still be able to swim. The little girl seemed to be empowered. His heart was full of hope. Seeing this, Wynn suddenly came up with a good idea. They can live stream to call for forgetfulness, contributed to the dolphin. So, everyone immediately shook hands to prepare for the forgetfulness session. Seeing Wynn trying so hard, his cousin immediately came. The TV station looked for her friend for help. Sure enough, the next day, the story of the dolphin. Unhappy has been on the news. Thanks to that, many people also know him. This dolphin is more energetic. Its inspiring story also helps the cousin get rid of the obsession of wanting compete with opponents in the past. All profits will be used to save the dolphin. And at the same time, the joy of the new decline of it is also completed. This time, it was more beautiful and spiritual, more active than the last time. People nervously put it in and waited. The dolphin has begun to wave out. Everyone was disappointed again. This makes Wynn very sad and incomprehensible. Why can't it wear a fake tail? The dolphin swam to play with him, but he was not in the mood. Look at the sad side of Wynn. Seemed to understand something. We immediately turned the tail user to signal Wynn. He finally understood the problem. Where is the problem? Wynn quickly told Lisa's dad that the socks made him uncomfortable. Very quickly, the nose forgot to contribute to the fish. The pig lost its tail and took place. Everyone gives a part of love. Soon after, The doctor brought a new protective sock. He tried no less than 20 options, finally selected the material best suited for dolphins. Everyone watched nervously. Sure enough, with help of the new protection layer, the dolphin has started to wagging its tail up and down. They finally did it. Dolphins have been happily swimming with his new tail on the mains. This made everyone extremely happy. The dolphins also swam underground to thank everyone. And also, thanks for the incident, there are relentless efforts. But unfortunately, the hospital was sold out. This place will be renovated into a hotel. Very quickly, the swim was about to start. The signal sounded too. People jumped down together. But you can swim in your cousin's way, suddenly climb to the shore. Instead, the dolphin will go to the field. It gently passed the champion, even jump over jump on his head. Seeing that, everyone was happy, seemed to jump down and play. It seems that this is a happy moment, the blessiest of dolphins. The audience was all touched because of this beautiful sight. The businessman bought the hospital. After witnessing all the things interesting and meaningful, has changed its mind and retaining the hospital. Not only that, but he will sponsor for their entire operation. This made everyone try to rejoice. Wing couldn't hide his happiness, went down to swim with the dolphin. Since then, it has lived happily and are healthy in the hospital. This is a movie based on the story is completely real. The story of the dolphin that lost its tail. It also gives a lot of motivation to the disabled people in the world. So the movie is over. I hit the black. Yay, bye bye. Hello and see you soon.